Good morning, everybody. I hope that all is well with you. Yes, I just come from the gym, and as I was at the gym, I was pondering to myself, it's been a while. It's been a while since I have done an informative educational video. So as you guys already saw by the title, today's topic is going to be which oils actually grow natural hair. Okay, so first thing is first, I quickly want to give out a shout out to those who have commented on my previous video. The first person being Holes_Amanda. Thank you so much. We've actually been having a conversation, so shout out to you. Then Maggie Pie gave me new information that I didn't know about regarding salt water and using it on your hair. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, go to my comment section, leave a comment below, and then we'll have a conversation as well. As well as, let me see who else, Evangelist Esther. Thank you guys so much for commenting on my previous videos. And as the topic already says, which oils actually grow natural hair. So I am going to be discussing two types of oils. I'm going to be discussing carrier oils and essential oils. Right now, by definition, what is a carrier oil? A carrier oil is an oil that is derived from seeds, from nuts, from kernels, and they are normally used to dilute essential oils. These are oils that you can use on your skin, on your hair, cooking, etc. Right? So I want to first discuss at least 5 oils that I believe, and I've tried and tested. You guys already know this. I've tried and tested these oils, and I wanted to give you guys a refresher on some of the oils that I will always still stand by. So let's talk about the first oil that I've tried and tested, which is castor oil. So I've been using castor oil since last year, since I've cut my hair. And the reason I decided to choose one oil and stick to it is because of the benefits of castor oil. So the benefits of castor oil is that it actually strengthens your hair, and at the time my hair was a little bit on the, I would say it was a bit fragile, you know, it's been relaxed, etc. So I only wanted to focus on one oil and I didn't want to bombard my hair. So I've been using castor oil for the longest of time now, and I think now that my hair is at a good length, I am ready to incorporate other oils into my regimen. So castor oil will strengthen your hair, and it will also boost your hair growth, hence why my hair has grown so fast. But it's not just the castor oil, it's because I'm eating right, I'm drinking my water, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing all of these other things. Castor oil cannot be the only oil that's doing the heavy lifting. You also need to seal it in, use some water, use some conditioner, use a protein treatment. It's not just one oil that's going to give you all the results that you need. The second oil is coconut oil. So coconut oil is really good at moisturizing and holding that retention in your hair. I remember when I used to use coconut oil a lot, I used it as a hair treatment or a pre-poo, and for me, or a hot oil treatment, that was the best way for you to, well, I would recommend for you to use coconut oil should you like to incorporate it into your hair regimen. Then the third oil is black Jamaican castor oil, which I would call it like the sister of castor oil. This is the one oil that will definitely thicken your hair up. So if you're looking for something that's going to thicken your hair and it's going to nourish your hair, definitely look out for black Jamaican castor oil. Then olive oil, don't use the one that, you know, is actually designated for cooking. Make sure that you buy one that is cold pressed. Make sure you look for that keyword when you're looking for olive oil. And olive oil, some of the benefits is that it's great for moisturizing and strengthening your hair. Then argan oil is a little bit on the pricier side, but argan oil is a great oil for repairing your hair. So if you take one strand of your hair and you stretch it, and if you feel there's a little, like, you know, rough edges around it, or it's not smooth, then I highly suggest you start treating your hair with some argan oil. Then so the ones that I just mentioned now, those are all carrier oils. Now let's talk about what the difference between a carrier oil is versus a essential oil. A carrier oil is derived from trees, from nuts, from kernels, and these are oils that you can actually use in your skin or for cooking. Essential oils are concentrated oils that are derived from botanicals, so from flowers, and you can use a carrier oil to dilute the essential oils. Some of my favorite essential oils are peppermint oil. I love peppermint oil. You can use peppermint oil with some, let's say, jojoba oil or argan oil or castor oil. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put like a few drops, and then you're gonna massage your scalp, and then you're gonna go to bed. What it's going to help you do is it's going to stimulate your scalp, it's going to encourage growth onto your hair, and then that's basically it. That's how you're going to use peppermint oil or any other oil that you would like to add on to your your hair regimen. I would also say rosemary oil is a good one. I like rosemary oil, not the oil but the herb when I'm cooking, but the oil is just as good as well. With rosemary oil, it's also a growth stimulator, just like peppermint, but I will always go for peppermint because peppermint just also leaves your scalp like tingling. It has like a fresh scent to it. You can also add it like to your water when you're misting your hair, and it will also give you that nice scent. Your hair will also smell delicious, but don't try to eat it now. So now let's talk about ways in which you can take the two and create your own little combination and then use it on your hair. So what I would say is try to find your favorite oil. For instance, my favorite oil is castor oil. I would take my castor oil and add a few drops, not 10 drops of peppermint, literally like 5, like 1 to 5. Even that, like 5 is a bit too much depending like how potent it is, but normally all peppermint oils should be, you know, packaged and created the same way in terms of the quality. So I would say maximum 5 if you're really trying to go in there, especially if you're going to put it in 100 ml or 250 ml. But if it's like 1 liter, obviously you can do like 10 drops, okay? But also I don't know who's buying 1 liter of castor oil, unless if you want to tell me something, I don't know. So then the other carrier oils that I didn't mention would be jojoba oil, which falls more on the hydration side. So if you're looking for an oil that's going to hydrate your hair, then consider using jojoba oil. And coconut oil and jojoba oil are great for scalp health. So if you're somebody who is struggling with maybe an itchy scalp, obviously this is dependent, right? So if you are saying, oh, my scalp is itchy, it's flaky, first consider the shampoo that you're using, because your shampoo could be stripping your scalp and your hair of its natural oils, which are like your sebums. And if that's not the case, and it's actually the issue starts when you are moisturizing your hair, then I would definitely say look into using jojoba or coconut oil. Coconut oil is amazing, especially if you want to treat your hair, especially if you don't have like a treatment at your house currently. Just use the coconut oil as a pre-poo. I promise you it will do you good, and it's also great for detangling. For those who would like to use an oil to detangle, it's also a great option, coconut oil. Okay, then the last 2 oils would be avocado oil. I love avocado oil. Again, it's almost like avocado oil and olive oil. Make sure you're using ones that are cold pressed. Avocado oil is great for nourishment. So if you're looking for something that consists of vitamin A, D or E, and it will also help with strengthening your hair, then definitely consider using avocado oil. And then last but not least, my favorite oil out of all of them, actually no, second favorite oil is grapeseed oil. This oil is great for people who have low porosity hair. It's a lightweight oil. It also promotes growth. So if you don't want an oil that's gonna weigh your hair down, definitely consider using grapeseed oil. If you actually look at the thickness between a black Jamaican castor oil versus a grapeseed oil, you will see that it's on a much lighter side. The grapeseed oil is ideal for your moisturizing routine. So if you're going to be using a heavy leave-in conditioner, don't pair everything that's heavy on one moisturizing routine. For example, you're going to use a hair mist, a castor oil, and a heavy leave-in conditioner. That may just weigh your hair down. It may not even be able to penetrate into your hair. I would say grapeseed oil, not only is it affordable, but it actually penetrates right through your hair, and it's super lightweight. So even if you are using, let's say, a heavier leave-in conditioner, grapeseed oil would still be a great lightweight oil that you can use, and it will not weigh your hair down. So do me one favor and one favor only: comment your favorite oil and why. I would say my two favorites are castor oil and grapeseed oil, and my favorite essential oils are peppermint and no, actually just peppermint. Everything else I'm not too finicky about. Tea tree oil is also a great one because tea tree oil helps with killing the bacteria that may be on your hair. So yeah, that is it from me, guys. I would like to say thank you so much for watching and commenting below. Make sure that you do comment because I would like to chat. I would like to know which oils you like, which oils have you tried and tested, which oils would you never use again, and which oils do you advise others should start using if they haven't yet. So see you guys in my next one. Bye.